Hi everyone and welcome back to the vlog. We are going to be doing a more structured vlog today. It is going to be how I prepare for the new year and how I get ready for 2024. I'm going to be completely honest, I'm going to start off with this because I want to make sure that whoever is watching this also feels the same way because it will be talked about a lot. I deal with a lot of anxiety going into the new year. It is just like a very anxious time for me every single year. Last year I did pretty well because I think I prepped for it a little better than every other year. And I also put a lot less pressure on it, which I want to really talk about in this vlog because I think society and social media and all of these other like platforms put so much pressure onto the New Year's. And really, it's not necessary. It's just another day. Like, you have to remember that. It is just another day. So it's always great to make some goals, to have some, ideas of what you want for the new year to look like, some like inspiration, all of that stuff. And that's what we're going to be going over today. Just prepping to get back into the swing of things is really what I want to focus on. So we have a lot to do and I'm going to read off a list and we're going to go through this list over the next 2 days. A pretty lengthy list. You can see it right here of things I want to get done in the next few days that I want to check off the box with all of you guys. And so we're going to go down a line. I'll make my list right here as well. We want to clean out the fridge and pantry. Let's get a fresh slate. Let's get all of those old sauces out of the fridge. Let's get all of those nasty old crusty dusty chips out of the pantry. Put away our Christmas decor. That is going to be my main focus for today. Do all the laundry. Let's go into the new year with fresh laundry. Clean our floors. They're getting pretty nasty because we have not done anything in this house to clean anything over the last few weeks. So clean those damn floors. Make sure that all of my insurance is good for the new year. 2024 means new insurance for me. So I want to make sure that we're good to go there. We got all of our cards. We got everything ready for that. Check on my bank accounts to make sure everything is looking clean in there and that I didn't go overboard over the holidays because my checking account might need some extra dollars in there for my savings account. The last 3 things are going to be very 2024 and 2023 focused. So what I always do at the end of each year is I write down a year in review. So I'm going to write down what I did in 2023 and how it impacted me month by month. I am going to write out some 2024 goals, but more like inspiration. And then lastly, I want to do the whole background of your phone or your computer of inspiration for this year. I'm ready to take on this list with you guys for the next few days and getting things mostly in check for the work week ahead of us. Because I know a lot of us are going into that work week and I'm not the only one. And I'm sure we all have a little touch of the Sunday scaries without it even being Sunday. Okay, we are gonna start off by cleaning out the fridge and the pantry and taking down the Christmas decor today. I'm ready. It is time. I'm a little kid. I'm a little kid leaving a candy shop crying. I'm also gonna listen to a podcast while I start all of this. I think I'm actually gonna do a Jay Shetty On Purpose podcast, and he has one that is 4 lessons I'll be taking with me in 2024 and how you can implement them. I'm just gonna listen to it and see if I can pull anything from it. So that's the one I'm gonna be listening to. It's only 30 minutes, so it's gonna go by quick.
How rigid thinking actually just compounds stress. So I'm not saying don't have rigid patterns. I'm saying have a different relationship with your rigid patterns. Have a different relationship with your own routine. It's not a must. It's not a I have to. It's not a if I don't. It's a I get to. It's a this makes me better. It's a imagine what's possible. Right? As soon as you see that rigid thinking and lack of flexibility leading to negative self-talk.
Broke my camera. She's toast. She won't turn on. She's done. I also am filming you on my iPhone. I'm just really sad. This isn't a good way to start out a new year. I feel like I'm mostly just sad because it obviously just sucks having to purchase something new, especially such a high cost. I'm sad because I really want to film this video and I wanted, this was something I was really excited about, getting ready for the new year and doing all these things. Do I continue to film? Do we just suck it up and say hey Paige, new year, new you. Don't let things get in the way of you doing things. Don't procrastinate just because something's broken. I don't know. It's many hours later. I have been in a funk. I have not moved from over there since my camera broke. I am gonna start putting away all the Christmas stuff. So I've just been kind of setting stuff over here, just trying to get out of the funk. But my main task is gonna be to get it all within this bag. And then also I want to take down the Christmas tree. That is, do I? Yes, get it over with, Paige. Get it over with. Okay, so we have 40 minutes to get our shit together and take down this Christmas tree and put everything else away before I have to go to happy hour. So let's do it. Let's get it done because I know I'm gonna feel so much better once it's down and so much more clean and a fresh slate. Hi, it is a full week later. I'm laughing because last week I broke my entire camera. The entire thing, it's gone, it's shot. I had this entire vlog planned out in order to get ready for the new year, all these like fun new things and like set goals, look at my past goals from 2023, do all of these things that were preparing for the new year, and we didn't do any of it. However, what you did see was a small list of things that I did do. Like I cleaned out my pantry, I cleaned out my fridge, I took down my Christmas decor. I did that all on December 30th, so it was a few days before New Year's Eve, which was a game changer. I will never take down Christmas decor after New Year's Eve anymore. I will never take it down on New Year's Day. I will take it down a few days earlier because I felt so good New Year's Day. New Year's Day was the day for relaxation. We hung out on the couch, we had dinner with my family, we watched movies, like it was a full day of relaxation, and that's what I want to do going forward because taking down your Christmas decor on New Year's Day is the most depressing thing on planet Earth. If you work a corporate job or if you work the day after New Year's Day, you know what I mean. It is depressing. So, anyways, I got a new camera. Should we show you the setup? Okay, here's the setup. She's beautiful. I'm obsessed. I got a No. I got a Canon R50. It is kind of the newish G7X, but for people who are looking for something a step above. It is great for, it's a mirrorless camera, so you can also switch out the lenses, which was something I was looking for. I want to get into photography a little more. So this was a perfect upgrade for me. Again, it is a week later. I have a multitude of things planned in the rest of this vlog that are going to be things that I want to do for 2024 and things I want to look back on 2023. We're going to start right now, but first, as always, we got to make ourselves some coffee. So let's go ahead and do that. We got our coffee. I made a maple syrup, brown sugar, oat milk latte. It is delicious. I know I'm not supposed to have oat milk, but you know what? We're leaving that in 2023. Just kidding. I just don't have any other milk on hand right now. I'm gonna have oat milk and then this is what happens. But I want to go over my goals from 2023 and to see if I hit them or not. I think we're gonna be surprised. Not everyone's perfect, okay? I had 2 words for 2023, patience and balance. And I am so thankful for those 2 words because prior to 2023, I had 0 patience and 0 balance. I was go, go, go 24/7. I never stopped. I was an Energizer bunny. I would run myself dry. I also had 0 patience. I really took patience and balance into consideration within 2023, but I also think with the acne that I struggled with in the middle and end of 2023 is really when I had to find that patience and balance because I had to find patience in my health. I had to find patience in my lifestyle. I had to find patience in, you know, how Austin and I were interacting together because, you know, I was in pain. I was not feeling good. I was going through all these things and just like finding patience with each other was so important. And then also finding balance of like, okay, balance and exercise, right? I don't need to go do a HIIT workout 5 days a week, 7 days a week. I can do Pilates. I can eat well. I can eat what I want, but within balance. Like that was huge for me in 2023 and I hit that to a T. And overall goals were kind of like more like fun, silly ones that like I just wanted to take into the year. These are kind of difficult to be measured, which is fine, but I'll kind of go through them and then we can talk about where we're at with them. So I had be silly, less procrastination, speak with care, less negativity, more affection, more appreciation for life, stop reaping on the past and caring too much about the future, spend more time off my phone in silence, focus, teach myself how to focus more, or stop comparing myself to others. These are kind of hard to read through because like I want this every year, right? These are things that I want every single year. I historically have been a very like serious person, and thankfully Austin has really taken that out of me and being like, we need to have more fun, you need to be like more like silly and laugh more. Like I love that about you. And so like that's why I really wrote these for 2023, was because like I want that in my life too. So I would say a lot of these I did hit, but you have to remember when I went through my tough spell with my acne, it was tough. Like the less negativity, the more affection, speak with care, like all of those things towards myself at least was really difficult. The comparison to others and less phone time was huge when I removed social media from my phone back in October. I did follow that goal pretty to the T starting in October of this year. Okay, actionable personal goals. So 3 hours of phone screen time. Again, when I removed social media, I reduced that screen time to 3 hours. Like that was perfect. 3 hours of screen time a day. And then I had upload one YouTube video every 10 days because I didn't think I could stick to the 7 days. I didn't do bad on this, but I have so many more goals for this year. With my acne and stopping YouTube and doing all that stuff, like I obviously did not hit it. I had some investment goals this year, and that more was like savings and 401ks and Roth IRAs. So in January of this year, I actually hired on a financial planner for myself, and that was the best decision I've ever made. I'm like, I don't touch anything. You do it for me because I don't know anything about finances. One of my years, I'm gonna learn more about it, but as of right now, I don't have the brain capacity for it, and I'm just gonna have him do it for me because he is so helpful and I trust him with all of my life and all of my savings. And yeah, I'm just really, really thankful for him. So that one I hit. And then do one self-care event each quarter, like a facial, a massage. Let's just say I had to really self-care starting in like July of this year when my face started going haywire. I put a lot of money into self-care. And then relationship and fun goals, it was go on 1 date a week, go skiing at least once together, which I think is hilarious because we'll talk about it, and then go on a tropical relaxing vacation. Going on 1 day a week, we didn't hit. We try our best. We just need to be more intentional about those dates, and I'm gonna take that into the new year. Go skiing, we did that in March of last year, or of 2023, and we're gonna do it again in a few weeks, or in February of this year. So that is very, very important to me. Skiing is my favorite thing on planet Earth. It is where I feel most free. And so to be able to do that with Austin is like a double whammy. It makes me so happy. And then go on a tropical relaxing vacation. We didn't do that. That's it for my 2023 goals. I didn't hit them all. I would say about like 50-50, and that's okay. Something I am doing this year, which is actually new to me, that I see all over like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, of what people do, is they make a vision board for themselves. Whenever I was younger, I always thought of this of like taking like newspaper or magazines and like cutting them out and like putting them on a vision board and just like putting random shit on there. And that's just not me. I wanted to be more thoughtful about what I put on my vision board. I want it to actually mean something to me when I look at it every single day. So what I do is I do my vision board first. I'm gonna put it more into like pictures because I'm a very, very visual person. So I wanna see what my vision board looks like before I write down any of my goals and aspirations for the year. So since I'm very visual, doing this first, I do it as my iPhone background. So this is my vision board right now, and I'm gonna show you how to do the same thing right now. So I use Canva. You can get Canva for free. You just go to canva.com and set up an account. I do have the premium account, so I can just get a few extra bells and whistles with it, but you can do this for free, which I think is awesome. All you need to do is to sign up. You go to create a design. I go to custom design or custom size, and then I put in the pixels that I want for this. So this is an iPhone background. I have an iPhone 15 Pro Max. So I went over here to get what the size was in pixels. I'm just gonna go ahead. The width is gonna be the smaller one since it's your phone. The height is gonna be the larger number. And then you just create new design. So as you can see here, it pulls up a blank slate of your iPhone. You can go into here into templates and type in like vision board iPhone. And you can actually just pull in any of these. So like if you want to do an all black and white vision board, you can pull this in and it will give you kind of a layout of how they did it. You can also do this one, which is very similar to the one that I did, where you can have like some quotes in there and you can just build off of these. You're obviously gonna have to make them a little bit bigger so that they fit in with what you need, since my iPhone's a little bigger than whatever this person did. So you can just kind of like move them around, make them bigger, but you get the idea. It's still a very similar layout to the one that they gave us here. And it's really, really fun to play around with this. I'm gonna show you my vision board. So this is my vision board. You just go to share and then download. And then I just do a PNG and then I just click download. It downloads to my downloading file on my Mac, and then I just airdrop it to my phone. And that's it. So this is now my phone background. I put no words at the top because I wanted to make sure it had room for the numbers up top. And so that's why I did that. But I'll show you what mine looks like a little bit closer on my phone. So this is what it looks like on my phone. I just customized the numbers and the date, and that's it. You can see here how I left that stuff blank up there so that you could see the numbers and date easily, but I'm obsessed with it. I'm actually surprised at how freeing it felt to take down the Christmas decor this year. It felt so good. And like I told you, I took it down on a few days before New Year's Eve, and it felt very freeing. It feels like clean in here. It feels new and like springish, which usually I don't really like, but it does feel really, really good. Like I feel like over here is now clean and aesthetic again. And like with the tree down, it's just like a lot cleaner than what it was before. But I'm very, very happy with the Christmas stuff being down. Something that I have been notoriously bad at for, I don't know, maybe like my entire existence is procrastination. And I really want to get into that when we talk about like my full write-up of my 2024 goals. But one thing that I do with procrastination is I will leave everything to do for like my chores, any of my tasks, work, whatever it is, to like one specific day. So for example, I will leave all of the cleaning, all of the laundry, everything that you can think of that needs to be done in the house will be left to Sunday. The day that like I should be relaxing the most and like not doing anything, like sitting on the couch like a normal 27-year-old who doesn't have any kids, you know? Like that's what I should be doing. But instead, I am stressing out because I put everything off from the rest of the week. And I have everything that needs to be done on one day, and I'm running around like crazy, and then Sunday night comes around and I am exhausted and have work the next day. And this has been going on for years and years and years. Like ever since I became an adult with my own chores without like my parents involved, I have done this. So really been focusing on getting shit done throughout the week and not waiting last minute until that Sunday. And that includes things like laundry and cleaning and all of that stuff. And I've also focused on asking for more help. So I asked Austin for more help along the way, doing things that like I know he can help me with so that it's not left all up to me. I just think like being vocal and asking for help is super important. Yeah, I just think that like getting shit done when you have time is so important, and not waiting until the end of the week to do so has been a game changer for me. I'm gonna finish putting together the bed, and then we are gonna head out to a family friend's house tonight to have drinks and like a late New Year's Eve celebration. They're having like a little party. And so Austin and I are gonna go. We're gonna join my sister, her husband, and Grant, and then we're gonna join my parents out there too. And we're just gonna have a good little night. It is Saturday, so better get out of the house, stop being a hermit for a few hours, and then I will catch back up with you tomorrow when we go over our 2024 goals. I almost screamed when I saw this beautiful sunset behind me when I was getting ready. We need to go check it out outside. It's stunning.
How did you get so wet, Missy girl?
Good morning. It is so cloudy and rainy out this morning, and I am just a happy girl. I love a rainy Sunday morning, but Austin and I did get up this morning. We went to Trader Joe's, Safeway, and Cartel to get coffee beans. We filled up the gas. We did all of the good things this morning. It's now around like 11 a.m. and I'm gonna quickly just go ahead and put on a little bit of makeup. I usually don't put makeup on Sundays or just during the day, but one of my goals for this year is to get ready more often. And what I mean by that is just like prepare myself for the day and feel confident in myself. And one of those things is covering up some of my acne scarring. So it's not like I want to put a full face of makeup on, but I do just want to get some of my acne scarring covered up and just feel confident in myself. And like, I feel confident with my acne scarring. I'm totally fine with it. However, I do like to cover it up a little bit just so it's a little bit lighter, you know? And like, I don't have to stare at it all day, every day. That's gonna be one of my goals for this year, is just to get ready more often. And then also one of my goals for this year is to do more sit down chats of like things that I'm really passionate about. And of course, one of those is skincare, because your girl has been through, or skincare and makeup, because your girl has been through a lot this year. And I really want to start honing in on that, giving you guys some sit down chats of different things that I've learned over the past year, and just to see if I can help anyone else out if they're going through similar struggles, because I hate that we have to go through stuff like this just based on our beauty system and like what we're buying and all that stuff. So I want to make sure I help people out, and my content is more catered and has more purpose to it, not just like daily vlogs all the time. Okay. That's it. As you can see, I mean, you can still see my acne scarring, but at least it's a little better than what it looked like. And I feel more put together than I did before. So I think that's a win. Let's go ahead and have a sit down chat in my office to end off this vlog and give you a little bit more of a recap on this last year and like what we're gonna do for 2024. Okay, I'm so excited to walk you guys through this. I have been working hard on this over the past 24 hours, making sure I have everything organized and just feeling good for the year. So I wanted to walk you through like what I have been doing over the last 24 hours getting organized. I used to write all of my goals and recaps into a notebook, which I showed you yesterday. Because the notebook was super messy, I felt like I couldn't like erase things, or I couldn't like cross them out cleanly. Like, it just made me feel disorganized in a way. So I wanted to put these all into a Google Doc. I use Google Docs. You can use a Word document, you can use Notepad, you can use whatever you want, but I use Google Docs because I have a Gmail and it works best for me because I can pretty much open it up wherever and whenever I'm out doing something. And so I wanted a place where I could really just start typing, just start going. And so that's what I did yesterday. Yesterday I really focused on my 2023 recap. This year I'm gonna actually do a month by month recap each month. So like at the end of January, I'll do a January recap, so I can write more details of like how I'm feeling, what we did and all that stuff. While last year's recap for 2023 was more just like high level, like what I did, because I don't remember how I was feeling in those moments. And I really want to dive into that a little bit more. So I want to walk you through 2023 and then we're going to go into 2024. So 2023 was a very, I'm going to call it a stale year for me. It was a year of not much going on, which is totally fine. I think the year started out strong. We were coming off a high from the holidays. We went to Flagstaff. We took Hallie to the snow for the first time, which was my favorite thing ever. Like, I could cry thinking about her seeing snow for the first time. I want to do it again this year. February, we had Super Bowl weekend here and Waste Management Open all in the same weekend. And also in February, a bird came into our house and shit on that new lamp. In March, we went skiing in Vail. I've never skied Vail, so we went skiing in Vail for the first time. It was Austin, Lexi, Sam, and I, and we had the best time ever. We got around, like, I think it was like 1.5 feet of snow all within one day, which is absolutely insane. Like, it was powder. There was no groomed runs. I think my abs hurt from laughing all day of just Lexi and Austin trying to make it down the mountain. Like, it was freaking hilarious. It was also my birthday, and it's also, I share birthdays with like 20 other people, and so we also did a buffalo chip night, which is a place up in North Scottsdale, and that was so fun for us because something that we've never done. We took a party bus up there with all of our friends, and it was just a great time. April, Austin and I celebrated 7 years, which is freaking insane. This is also, I believe, I can't remember if it was April or May, when we found out that Mary and Rob were expecting their baby. Getting the call from them on the day that they found out about their baby was so special to me because we found out so soon after they did, and to know that like I had friends or like a friendship where we could call each other within 5 hours of finding out that we have a baby's on the way is just so gratifying and rewarding to know that you have like a friendship like that. In June, it was freaking packed full. We went to a Blink-182 concert. Austin had the time of his life. It was a bucket list item for him. We also spent an entire week in Colorado. We spent like 4 or 5 days in Park City at a beautiful Airbnb, Austin, Hadley, and I, and it was a dream come true, just being able to work remotely from such a beautiful place. And I just love Colorado. It has a huge place in my heart. So we also got to hang out with Lexi and Sam again. We hung out with them for a long weekend. In July, we spent half of July in North Dakota, and my best friend Brooke came to visit. And I can't explain to you how much that meant to me, getting to see North Dakota through Brooke's eyes and just doing all of like the North Dakota things with her and getting her to try out Big Boy for the first time, bringing her to the Capitol ground, showing her my high school, like going swimming on the Missouri River, just like everything I did growing up. And I will literally never forget that. We also celebrated Hadley's 5th birthday in July, and we also went to a Morgan Wallen concert. And also, July was the hottest month ever recorded on record for Arizona. It was above 110 for all 31-ish days. I don't know how many days are in July. So it was a hot one. In August, we ended up visiting Sarah and Michael in California, our 2 best friends, and that was amazing. We just like catching up with them is one of my favorite things to do. They are my humans. Like, I love them so, so much. We also found out that Meredith and Rob were having a girl. I got to do their gender reveal photos and videos, and we got her a beautiful cake, and it was pink in the middle, and was so thankful that they trusted me to be able to take their videos and photos for such a big part of their life and big event in their life. Also though, August is where my acne really started to hit me hard. It was rough. I realized in August that this is when I could tell something was out of control. I could tell that there was truly something wrong within my body that was causing my acne to be this way, and I didn't know where to start. That's when I decided to work with a Chinese herbalist. And that's also when my acne got even worse, because whatever she was putting in my body was coming out in my acne. September was a month spent on the couch. I didn't move. I don't have one photo. I don't have one videos from September. I did not leave my house. I wouldn't even go out to coffee with Austin. It was quite literally the most miserable I've ever felt in my life with my appearance. It was horrifying. October, I finally decided to see a dermatologist who I did not want to see because I knew she wanted to put me on Accutane, and sure enough, that's the first thing she said to me. But I had a huge cyst that had to come out and extracted, so I had to go in. And that's also when I got put on an antibiotic to start clearing up the bacteria on my face, which honestly was the best thing that I did to get me on the right track. I also found a new doctor in October, at the end of October. I started going to my sister's doctor. She is a naturopathic endocrinologist, and I'm going to have a whole entire video on that in the future of what happened, who I went to, how she fixed me, all of those things. But in November is when I truly started to see results. She got me off my antibiotics. She started to fix me from the inside out. She knew what was wrong with me. And let's just say my acne literally never came back the minute I came off those antibiotics because of the work that my endocrinologist did. However, November was a really pivotal month in terms of other things that happened in my life. I moved my best friend in the entire world to Denver. I'm gonna cry thinking about it. Brooke moved to Denver for work, and it also became a really, really, really tough month for me mentally, because although my acne was clearing up, I was realizing that I no longer have my best friend here. And I started to question a lot of things in my life. I was in a really deep place. I would say at the end of November is when I officially hit a point of depression that I've never hit before. And so the end of November was really, really rough with that. But I spoke to my doctor because she was changing a lot of things inside of me to help with my acne. And she did get me on the right track starting in like mid-December, which felt really good. I noticed a difference after seeing her within like a few days. Her just saying like, your hormones were a little off balance since we've been doing all these different things. Your iron is super low, like no wonder why you are so tired all the time. And my mood immediately shifted. I felt so much better because December was a much better month for me. We also had my sister Kayla and her family come in town for Christmas. We had the best Christmas ever in December. December was a great month. I vlogged a lot. I kind of got going again. Like I was like, I'm on the right track, you know, like since July, end of July, I felt like I was going downhill, and I truly hit rock bottom at the end of November, and December came around and I felt like I was right on track again. New Year's Eve was really chill, and I felt going into the New Year's, I'm ready for it. I'm like so ready for this new year. And so I'm excited to change things up for this new year and like truly get back on track, feel like myself again. Put all that stuff behind me and make myself feel good again. So that was my 2023 in review. I know it was a lot, but it was a very pivotal year for me in terms of just like everything that I've been feeling and how I want to like live my life going forward. Now I want to go over 2024 goals. Let's make this happy again. I do split this out by different things. So I give myself a word of the year. So my word of the year, I have 3 of them. And this is what you would have saw on my mood board that we did on Canva yesterday. My 3 words of the year are purpose, confidence, and punctuality. And I'm gonna get into those. I do want to talk about my overall goal for this year. I have one main overall goal that will make my life so much better if I can hit it, okay? My overall goal for this year is stop the chronic procrastination in order to fix my mental health, anxiety, relationships, and work productivity. I really want to focus on this because this stems into everything down the list. And so I am a true chronic procrastinator. I hit all of the chronic procrastination criteria to a T. This really, really impacts many different things in my life. It impacts things like my YouTube, my career growth. It impacts my relationship. It impacts the anxiety inside me when I know I'm procrastinating on something. I know my number one reason for my anxiety is true procrastination. And that's that because I am such a procrastinator, I have the worst anxiety. And if I just procrastinate for everything, and then my anxiety is really bad, and then it makes it worse. So here we are. So what am I gonna do to fix this? I am gonna go to therapy. That's my number one thing I'm gonna do this year. By the end of January, I have to have a therapist on board. I need to vet some of them out. I need to have one on board. I need to work on my procrastination with my therapist, but then also on my own, like doing the 5-second rule, trying to make sure I do things for 5 seconds before I just continue to do it. Like if I do something for 5 seconds, maybe I will continuously do it after that. Start things early, no social media scrolling whenever I have things to do or a busy day that I have on hand. I really want to be more punctual and on time. My last thing for my mental health goals is stop comparing myself to others. I will only be doing 3 hours of phone time every single day. That means no social media scrolling. Proven to myself that I will not scroll in lieu of procrastination. I have some YouTube career goals this year of just like growing my YouTube channel, growing my community. I have my big relationship goal. I hope that this is the year that Austin and I get engaged and we progress in our relationship. And I obviously have many different things underneath that to hit that one goal. And then lastly, I just have some fun goals, like get ready more often, like I already said, do my hair, do my makeup, make myself feel good. I want to purchase things with intentions. I want more high value items versus like little stingy things that I buy for no reason. Take more pictures of random things, create more memories, romanticize my life a little bit more. Say yes to more things that create memories and get me out of my comfort zone, but I also want to say no to more things that do not serve me in the moment. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this very, very chatty vlog. I am excited for the new year and I feel very confident in myself and in my strategy for how I'm going to attack this new year and for how I'm going to continue to check in along the way and just get through this year with huge intentions of making it a good one. So I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being patient as I had to get a brand new camera to film this. And yeah, I just appreciate you here. I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through